What is going on, Trash Talkers? We are back with another episode for you. In today's video, we're going to give you our season preview for the Miami Dolphins. All that and much more coming your way right now! All right, before we get into today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video as it will help us out tremendously. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. All right, Nick, with the 2022 NFL season fast approaching, we have yet another season preview to get to. Today, we're going to be talking about the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are one of those teams that made big, splashy moves in this offseason, and that was highlighted by the acquisition of Tyreek Hill in a trade with the Kansas City Chiefs, the big-time weapon, the Cheetah, going down to South Beach, and they didn't stop there because they also got big-time left tackle Terron Armstead from the New Orleans Saints in free agency. Out there big, spending money. The Miami Dolphins were out there to protect Tua and also get him some offensive help. And we also saw Connor Williams come over from the Dallas Cowboys, another key addition to this offensive line in an attempt to protect Tua Tagovailoa. Now, when you take a look at this team, some of the differences that you're going to see are the losses of Will Fuller, the loss of DeVante Parker going to the New England Patriots in a trade, and also seeing a guy like Jesse Davis not return to the right side of this offensive line. So some key contributors in last year's team not returning to the team. Nick, with some of these new faces and some of the old guys being out, what do you think of the Miami Dolphins in the first 6 weeks of the season?
Well, through the first 6 weeks of the season, they go 2-4. But they get off to a hot start against the New England Patriots in week 1, a team that has had a lot of overhaul. And with Tyreek Hill and Terron Armstead on this offense, Tua now has more time in the pocket to throw to one of the scariest wide receiving weapons in the NFL. And he still has Jaylen Waddle. This is going to be a very strong pass attack for the Miami Dolphins, and with the Patriots secondary looking very young, very new, it's going to be tough to put that all together in week 1, and I believe the Miami Dolphins have a better offense at the start than the New England Patriots do, and the Dolphins will get a great victory in week 1. But then looking in week 6, they face the Minnesota Vikings, a team that has had some nice overhauls themselves, with Zadarius Smith coming off the edge and improving the offensive line on the offensive side of the ball. This offense has improved. Dalvin Cook's going to have more open running lanes, and that pass attack is still wide open for the Minnesota Vikings. There's a lot for the Miami Dolphins to handle with this Minnesota Vikings team, and I believe that Zadarius Smith is going to help the Minnesota Vikings get over top of the Dolphins in week 6. With Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter on each end, it's going to be tough for this improved Miami Dolphins offensive line to stop them. Even with Terron Armstead, I think it's going to be too much to handle, and the pass rush will be too much, and we see week 6 going to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, starting off 2-4, not what Dolphins fans were hoping for, but I need to tell you that there is definitely a light at the end of this tunnel. So stick with us as we go through the next 6 weeks. Taking a look at week 7, we see the Pittsburgh Steelers on the docket, and you talked about a pass rush with the Minnesota Vikings. Well, we have TJ Watt, and that is not going to be an easy feat. But we do have the Miami Dolphins getting it done. I believe that they have what it takes to be able to run the ball. Mike McDaniels is going to have a scheme ready for TJ Watt and company. They are going to be able to get the ball out and early to Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. Let them do things with the football in their hands, and I fully expect a victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 7. Then we switch over to week 10, where we see the only loss in this stretch of games, and that's to the Cleveland Browns. We fully expect Deshaun Watson to be playing in week 10 because as we went through these season predictions, we predicted that Deshaun Watson would be suspended for the first 8 games of the season. So with Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper under center working in cohesion for this Browns offense, and as dynamic and as absolutely terrifying as the Browns defense is, I fully expect that the Dolphins are going to have all that they can handle and then some. We're going to see Myles Garrett. We're going to see Jadeveon Clowney. We're going to see the secondary go to work in straight man-to-man defense, working with safeties over the top. It is going to be one hell of a day for Tua Tagovailoa and company, and I expect the Browns to come out with a huge victory in this one.
But then moving into the last 6 weeks of the season, we see them kind of take on what they did in the first 6 weeks, ending the year 9-8. And it's not exactly what you hoped for as a Miami Dolphins fan, but let's take a look at what happened in those last 6 weeks. They had a couple bad losses. Let's take a look at week 14 against the Los Angeles Chargers, going up against Justin Herbert, a quarterback that could have been a Miami Dolphin, but they chose Tua instead. And we see him working with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and Austin Eckler. There's a lot of weapons to be handled. Miami has a great defense, but I think that Justin Herbert is just getting better year over year, and it's going to be too much to handle at this point in the season. The Los Angeles Chargers are looking to lock up their division, while the Miami Dolphins are hoping for a playoff berth. The Los Angeles Chargers are the much better team, getting J.C. Jackson. That's a big addition for them. Khalil Mack opposite Joey Bosa. There's just too much for the Miami Dolphins to handle on both sides of the ball, and it's not going to be a great day. But then looking at week 16, you get some hope when you face the Green Bay Packers. You're facing Aaron Rodgers, and yes, you don't have to face Davante Adams, but you still got a strong rush attack with Aaron Jones. There is a lot to still handle on this Green Bay Packers team. The secondary is outstanding, but Jaylen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are going to come out in this game, play big games, with Jaylen Waddle working underneath and Tyreek Hill being the burner over top. It's going to be too much for Jair Alexander and the rest of the secondary to handle, and they won't be able to contain them all game long. Tua is going to have a great day with these receiving weapons, and they will be able to show that they can handle some of the best teams in the NFL.
When it's all said and done, the Miami Dolphins at 9-8, it's not exactly what they hoped for, but that might be good enough for a playoff spot. So you guys have to continue on with the series, follow along with all of these teams as we go through the rest of the AFC and the entire NFL as a whole. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. We go live every single day. That'll be all. Peace and love.